Man, oh man. What a Super Bowl. As a Patriots fan, I just want to say shout out to Seattle Seahawks. Shout out to Sam Darnold. They ultimately were the better team. They played good. They played better. Will Campbell, you were mucho galante basura. You couldn't block an open door to save your life. That was a pathetic display of football I seen in you, boy. I have never, ever seen somebody play as bad as you did. Some way, somehow, you were worse than Jawan Taylor. And Jawan Taylor is one of the worst corners in the league. In the league, good brother. That left side of the line is terrible. Yes, we have two rookies, Will Campbell, and I can't think of the other guy's name right now. But yeah, and you mean to tell me y'all just allowed the defense to do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's sad. The pathetic display of football. That's the worst football I've ever seen in my life. I don't ever want to see the Will Campbell. I'm thinking about trading you at this point because the way you played was just straight up pitiful and just bad. Moses Morgan, you were bad too. You were also mucho galante basura. Let me look at something real quick. Get some numbers. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Gonzo, Christian Gonzalez, the best corner in the league. I tried to tell y'all this, but y'all thought I was crazy. He was very good. He was spectacular. He clamped up when needed to. He did what he needed to do. Let me see. I also want to give a shout out to we need to talk about Travion Henderson, how that man had a terrible rookie season, in my opinion. He does not read holes well. I don't know what he'd be doing at the time. Yeah, I thought he had a disappointing rookie season. Toward the end, he did finish off strong, but up to this point, he was simply just not good in my opinion. Jared Wilson, I need you off my team too. I get you a rookie, but you was mucho galante basura. Between you and Will Campbell, I don't know who's worst on that left side of the line, but y'all have to be better. Morgan Moses has to be better. That whole line needs to be. It was just bad. Though Seattle was doing whatever it wanted, whenever it wanted. They literally ran the same blitz with good. Melissa Burns was good. Was good. That is a filter. It's obvious. Yes, it's a filter. I thank you for telling me that. Really appreciate that. You let me know it's a filter. Um, like I was saying, the defense, the defense did his job. Gonzo basically locked up. Oh, what's that brother's name? JSN. Gonzo told y'all he's the best corner in the league. Rude. I mean, no. If you interpret it as rude, be my guest, Rainy Daisy. But anyways, Gonzo and Carlton Davis did their job. The D line did their job. It's just the offense didn't do their job. It's hard to win games when your offense can't even get to the 50-yard line. It's hard for you to compete against anything. Rainy Daisy 27. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for commenting, yo. I appreciate all comments, no matter what they say. I appreciate all of them. Our defense did what it was supposed to do. I mean, Sam Darnold did not have a good game. I thought he did okay. I wouldn't call it spectacular. Did anything special. Milton Williams looked good. Christian Baltimore looked good. Pause. Um, our safety, what's his brother's name? Craig Woodson, the rookie, he looked good. Pause. I mean, the defense did the job. The offense just couldn't do anything. Couldn't get anything going. I don't know. Um, Shout out to Sam Darnold. He played well. Shout out to Kenneth Walker, second most rush yards in a Super Bowl. I mean, when your offense can't get nothing going, your defense gets tired, and they allow big runs, they allow big plays, and ultimately, it was a pathetic display of football by the Patriots. I mean, we got shut out for 3 quarters. You talking about 3 quarters being scoreless? You talk about how the offense couldn't get anything going. Bad Bunny at the halftime show had more offense than us, which is pretty pathetic and sad. I don't. If you understand football, know football. When you have a horrible O line, I'm talking about mucho galente basura. When your whole left side, the quarterback's blind side, is just garbage. You're going against an elite defense, one of the best defenses. You can even argue a generational defense. You have to be better. Josh McDaniels, I don't know what type of play calling you was calling, but that was mucho galante basura. That was sorry. You having this play call you was playing. I didn't like it. I thought it was lazy. You weren't doing anything. Like it was just bad. Shout out to Drake, man. He did the best he could with what he had. I can't even get mad at him. It's your second year. Your O line is mucho galante basura. If you have a bad O line, ain't nothing getting done. I like our defense going next season. I like our cap space going next season. I think the Patriots could do a lot of things going in next season. I mean, we lost. It is what it is. I mean, hey. But let's get into some film about Will Campbell. Let me see. Where? Okay. Will Campbell, you were, was it the 4th overall pick, I believe, in the draft? Let me double check that. I don't want to give you false information. I like T-Rex arms over here, can't block nothing. Pathetic. Let me see it. You were the 4th overall pick. You were the 4th pick. And for you to put on that pitiful display and can't block, it's just crazy to me. Like I don't know what else to tell you. Let's watch a little bit of film. Let me share my screen with you guys. You can see what I'm seeing. Look, Will Campbell just getting beat. Look at Will Campbell. Look at number 6'6". Look at this. Get manhandled, bro. Manhandled. Oh, here comes Will Campbell. The lineman is backing him into Drake May. Backing him into Drake May. Like, come on, son. I realized this about Will Campbell watching the playoffs. A report came out he was hurt. That's an excuse. I don't want to hear you're hurt. But he struggles against strong and fast D linemen. He struggles against both. I don't. He's literally getting manhandled. He need to drink some milk. He need to get back in the weight room. He need to do something. Because this is sad. Like, and then Seattle didn't even have to bring blitzes. They're bringing 4-man pressures, man. 4-man rush. That's it. 4-man. 4-man rush, drop everybody in the coverage. I thought Drake May should have used his legs more, which he didn't, unfortunately. But this offseason, the Patriots need to fix up their O-line and get some weapons. You need some weapons on offense. You need a true dominant number 1 receiver. You need an A.J. Brown, a JSN caliber, a Jay Jettis caliber receiver. You need that. You need to fix this O-line up. A lot of people say we should move Will Campbell to guard. I don't think that's going to fix anything, honestly, but at this point, I'll try anything. When you drafted somebody as high as Will Campbell, you kind of got to develop him. I just didn't T-Rex arms. Look at this game. Manhandled, bro. Now as a quarterback, how you supposed to throw the ball? I wish there was more screen passes, more quick passes. Maybe you could have got something going, you know what I'm saying? But man, just getting manhandled. Look at this. Look at this. This manhandled. This is a 4th overall pick. Look, did he just let him go? Drake May is a top 10 quarterback in this league. Sam Darnold's a top 10 quarterback in this league. I said what I said. Argue the brick wall, any wall. I don't care. When we talking about the top 10 quarterbacks in this league, which I think tomorrow I'm have a list ranking the top 15 quarterbacks in the league who I think are the top 15. I will provide that with y'all tomorrow. As you all know, it's Patrick Mahomes, and then there's everybody else. But within that everybody else, what are we valuing? Sam Darnold, if you look at his draft class, he's the first person to make a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl in that draft class. And that 2018 draft class, he's the first quarterback. Remember, you got Baker Mayfield in this, Josh Allen in this draft. Josh Rosen was in this draft. You know, he got a ring as a backup quarterback, but we don't care about that. So from his draft, Baker went number 1. You got Josh Allen in this draft, and he's the first person in his draft that's a quarterback to make the Super Bowl and win. Saquon was in this draft, but that's not. Then you go into the 2019 draft. You got who else you got? This is Kyler Murray draft. Dwayne Haskins. This draft wasn't good at all. We don't care about this draft. So remind you, Sam Darnold, 2018 draft. 2 years later, Joe Burrow gets drafted. He won a Super Bowl before Joe Burrow. Even though Joe made the Super Bowl before him, he won it before him. Tua hasn't even been there. Justin Herbert hasn't even been there. What other quarterbacks is drafted? Jordan Love hasn't even been there. Sam Darnold has been to the Super Bowl before Lamar Jackson. Trevor Lawrence hasn't been there. Has been a major disappointment in the postseason also. Trey Lance hasn't been there. Zach Wilson, who knows? We don't even know where he is. I don't even know where Zach Wilson plays at this point. Justin Fields, we already know his story. Mac Jones, nightmare year for me. I can't believe we drafted Mac Jones. And this was a terrible QB draft too. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we got Drake May when we got him, because I'm happy. Let's see who else. Kenny Pickett. Oh, this draft was mucho. This was not a good QB draft at all. 22 was horrible. CJ Stroud. Sam Darnold has been there before him and won before him. Bryce Young been there and went there before he has. Who else is in here? You got Caleb Williams, Jane Daniels, Drake May has been Super Bowl before a lot of his counterparts. Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy. It's crazy how Caleb Williams is no one pick, but you could argue he's probably the 4th best quarterback in this draft. Drake May is number 1. Oh, Michael Penix was in this draft too. And he garbage. You got Drake May number 1. Bo Nix would be the 2nd best. Then you could throw in Caleb Williams. Then I say it's Jaden Daniels. And then you could throw between Michael Finn and JJ McCarthy's up to you. We put at 5. I already know. And they both trash to me. But yeah, shout out to the 5 people that's in the live right now. But yeah, Drake May also set a record. The record that he set, well, it was the record. I think it was most passing yards in a quarter, I believe. He set a single quarter record, which in the fourth with 235 passing yards in the fourth, which is the most in Super Bowl history. The other record is most yards thrown for in a Super Bowl, 505. That belongs to Tom Brady. By the industry had the two passing Super Bowl records somehow belong to New England quarterbacks. It's crazy. Crazy work. When we talk about Drake May was the second youngest to start in the Super Bowl. He got sacked 6 times, was tied the second most in Super Bowl history. He was the most sacked QB in a Super Bowl run. The only he outdid Joe Burrow's O line, which is crazy to say. But yeah, it's this team is not what I thought it would be. Is doing. I didn't expect this to split. I thought this was gonna come down to coaching, but hey, what do I know? But we gonna switch it up and talk a little NBA real quick before I head up out of here. This is gonna be a quick live stream, nothing too crazy and long. Shout out to 7 people who showed up in here. So yesterday, Nikola had a triple double, 26, 15, 11, right? He shot under 50% from the field. He took 14 free throws. He made more free throws than he made field goal attempts. He had 9 turnovers, almost 10. He had a 56 true shooting. Now, this is getting swiped underneath the rug, right? Because if this was another player, Russell Westbrook, y'all be going crazy on that. That man would be getting crucified. You would think he was one of the worst people in history the way y'all crucify him. Y'all will put him up and say, this is what you shouldn't do. He's garbage. He boo-boo. He this, he that. But some way, somehow, Jokic is getting swept underneath the rug. The man had 9 turnovers. That's not good for a big. 9 turnovers is insane. Shooting under 50% as a big, insane. And then he didn't even shoot any threes. So these are basically under the basket, free throw line to under the basket and lower. Matter of fact, let's look at these misses. Let's physically look at these misses. Because I don't like how this got swept underneath the rug. So we're going to look at film. Today's NBA slate is garbage. Bucks and Thunder, Trailblazers, Jazz, Mavericks, Lakers. No, these all look like blowout games too. Box score. Jokic, 17 field goal attempts. Who do y'all want? Let's look at his field goal attempts first. Let me try to pull up this video. Look at this. Okay, he makes that. Good shot. Straight run running. Bad defense by Memphis. Got is that I'll be forgetting Kyrie Anderson's still in the lead. Backs down Kyrie Anderson. A little right hand running hook. Good shot, Yoke. Posting up. Okay, Yoke. All right, they showing his makes. I need to see the misses, man. Where the misses? Where the bricks at? Go pass. Get back to Yoke. Drive. Back down. Excuse me, pardon me. Off the glass. Okay, it's too many makes. I need to see the bricks. Oh, here we go. This is one of his bricks. Just oh. Now you gonna make that over a smaller defender? And this is who y'all tell me is the best player in the world, by the way. Look, another one. Brick. Low key stat pan too. But y'all don't want to talk about how he low key stat pan, right? That was a foul. That was a love tap. Come on now. Another miss. It's like he's purposely missing these little shots. So, over three people was crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was crazy by Yoke. He ain't stepped no threes in here. Yeah, nice little putback. Shout out to the 8 people that's in here. Off the glass. Nice back. He's bailing out the defense with these little jump shots he doing. He need to be backing down these smaller guards and making them pay. What the heck? Look, foul bait. Now that was SG8. Foul baiter. Look at this. Stat padding. It's like he's purposely missing to get the rebound. Like, come on, son. Look at this. This is sad. Like I said, the majority of his shots was at the rim. He shot 47% at the rim, as y'all can clearly see. He only took one deep 2-pointer, but the rest is at the rim. These are shots that Jokic is clearly missing. Now we're gonna look at his turnovers. He had 9 of them. I don't know if that's Jokic for Jamal Murray. I don't know who to blame for that one. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Look at this man. This man is so lazy on defense, bro. Jokic, who was that? That's a nice pass behind the back, though. Oh my. Yo, Big Yo, what's that, baby? I think that's a bad pass. Yeah. I don't think Braun was expecting to get the ball right there. Throw back to Yoke. I don't know what Yoke thought he was doing. Jokic be doing some lazy stuff on offense and defense, man. When you be watching him play, he be doing some lazy. Look. There ain't no foul, big fella. You gotta keep playing. Run down that field. Go, come on, play some defense, man. This man not even an average defender. Just keep. Yo, these Europeans just love whining for foul calls. Like, what is it with them and foul calls? They just keep crying. Oh, yeah, I don't know what he was doing there, but yeah, Jokic got swept under the rug. As you saw, he had a sloppy game. It was not a good game for Jokic at all. But y'all pick and choose who to put on blast, who not to put on blast. Yeah. There was something else I want to talk about real quick before I get up out of here. Free agent Jeremy Sohan plans to sign with the Knicks after he clears waivers. I think that's a good signing for the Knicks. You're getting a big athletic wing. I think he learned a lot from being under Pop, especially that year that he played point guard. I think he's a Good playmaker. I ain't gonna say elite or anything like that, but I think he's a relatively good playmaker. They give him a big wing, a versatile wing. He's a pretty solid defender. So now you got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Jeremy Sohan. He's not a good shooter. He's an okay shot creator. But yeah, I think this is a good sign to the Knicks. But thank you for everybody who showed up to the stream today. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I will have my QB rankings, the top 15 quarterbacks in the league. Along with that, I'm going to have a top 15 list of NBA players for this season. This is one season. Uh I can't wait for football. Y'all know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe. You can find me on TikTok at Crazy Josh, Twitter, Crazy Josh, YouTube at J Sports Universe. You can find me on Instagram at OGJ Sports. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Tune in tomorrow because you know I'm going to be back. I'm out of here.